Yes. Good morning. Happy Friday. It is Friday, isn't it?
It's
It's
Friday,
Friday.
Ray.
It's
You know
Friday
what?
then.
We've got a game tomorrow. Can you believe that?
I know a game tomorrow already.
How we playing a match tomorrow? How is that possible? My brain is not computing how. I feel like I've only literally just slept for the Bayern game, and now
Same.
we've got a game tomorrow.
I feel like you know what it is. It's because the buying content has only just stopped.
Yeah.
So now we turn off from Bayern, and there's no gap. Then we have to turn to Sheffield because we've got a press conference today, stuff like that. I think we got a press conference today anyway. I'm assuming we do.
We'll have a press conference. Yeah.
I have scheduled it. But I was thinking last night. I was thinking, is this real? Yeah. So it's madness. City play tomorrow. 4:45 kickoff. It's moving thick and fast. No rest for the wicked.
Yeah, that's it, man. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Let's get those likes past 50 likes. We've got 150 people in here already. Let's get past 50. We need 15 people to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Eid Mubarak, man, to everyone that's celebrating Eid today.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So big up to you guys in the chat that are celebrating your holidays today, man. Yeah, got a little bit of news last night about Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice. Not necessarily... it's done or it's not done, but exploring the possibility that City could get both of these players. And according to The Athletic, I've not actually seen the article myself, I've only seen the sort of the headline that's going around on Twitter. City are able to sign both players should they want to. Now, we already know that Declan Rice is likely to leave West Ham, right? Because Declan Rice, you don't want to play for West Ham, you want to play European football. I thought that he was going to be going to United or Arsenal. But if this Calvin Phillips rumour doesn't go away and that, you know, there's still links to him making a move, potentially to West Ham, funny enough, because that's the team that's been linked with Calvin Phillips the most, then Declan Rice could be a potential player that comes the other way. And of course, if West Ham are holding out for big cash, maybe more cash than maybe Arsenal or United are willing to spend on him, then City, with the option of sending Phillips the other way, and sort of like a swap deal, part exchange, obviously would have to pay cash as well, could be an attractive offer for both clubs. City get Rice and West Ham get cash plus a player, so they don't have to go and spend the cash directly on a player. So it is something that you could potentially see happening. It's just we've had conversations on Declan Rice for a long time, and first of all, I do like Rice, don't get me wrong. I prefer Rice to Calvin Phillips, I do. But I still think that he's probably a little bit overrated. And I just don't see, because I'm feeling quite confident on the Bellingham thing right now, I just don't see how we get Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, Rodri, and Kevin De Bruyne all in the same team. And therefore, you're going to be having a big player on the bench. And I just don't think it's going to work. So
I was thinking about this before. And I was thinking maybe City want... Do you know how John Stones does that inverted roll into the midfield? Maybe City want another CDM.
Yeah.
Instead of playing John Stones. So basically, we go one way. We're playing John Stones, who comes forward and inverts into CDM.
Mm-hmm.
We might want to reverse that and have a CDM who drops back into the centre-back role. And they might be looking at Rice saying, you know what, we reckon he can do that. We reckon he can drop back and help out defensively, but also move forward into that CDM role. And that's the way that you get Rodri in there as well. So it would be Rodri and Rice together. Then you'd have your Jude Bellingham and your Kevin De Bruyne as well. But I think that's the only way that I can see City wanting both of these. Basically double pivot Phil Foden, yeah. That's the only way I can see City wanting both of these. Because if not, why would they want Rice and Rodri? Because both of them are starters. Rice ain't... Look at with Calvin Phillips here. When we signed Calvin Phillips, it was always a situation of, you're going to come here and you're going to be second to Rodri. And he'd be happy with that. You know what I mean? He was happy with that. He knows his role. Rice, if you say it to Rice, you're going to come here and you're going to be second to Rodri, he's going to be like, well, why would I do that? I want to be a starter. I can go to other teams and I can start for other teams. Yeah. People are saying in the chat that Rice used to be Jason Peach said Rice used to be a centre-back. Zohib there, Rice experience of playing a centre-back. So maybe they're just trying to reverse it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
It gives you another option of doing it anyway, because at this moment we're we're pivotal on John Stones.
Yeah, we are. That is very, very true. And at the end of the day, I guess I'm not going to rule it out completely, because at the end of the day, Declan Rice is going to leave West Ham this summer, and we apparently have a war chest, so it is possible, and we could get Declan Rice for like a decent sort of trade, because obviously if Arsenal United are going to go for him, they're going to be paying 90 million for Declan Rice, right? So going to be up there, yeah. But if City go for him, we could probably do like 60 million.
I was thinking
Calvin Phillips.
I had 60 in my head then. I was thinking of what the cash it'd be. I was thinking £60 million and Calvin Phillips for Declan Rice.
And that makes the deal a little bit more attractive, because then you're getting rid of Phillips, who okay, there'll be quite a lot of people that maybe want to see him have one more year and give another chance. But ultimately, City could look at this and just go, this is quite an attractive deal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're bringing in
losses,
Declan Rice.
Bringing in Declan Rice as well.
You know, and I'm sure, and as well, Rodri. I mean, we have absolutely spammed Rodri over the last few years. In fact, I'm gonna find out how many games he's played for us over the last few years, because it must be ridiculous.
And that might be the biggest concern for City.
Yeah,
they might be looking at it going, Rodri is knackered. We can't do this year in, year out.
You're right, bro. He's already played 45 matches this season, and we've still got another 13 to go, provided we get to the finals of both competitions.
And he's going to play most of them.
Yeah, he played 46 games last season. He played 53 games the season before. The season before that, he played 52. He's had a World Cup in there as well. You know, you've got to, you know, Rodri, man, we're spamming this guy way too much because the drop off has been too big. Of course, we had Fernandinho, who, what a player he was, but we probably kept him a little bit too long, and we didn't replace him quick enough, and that put a lot of pressure on Rodri. And I got to say, we're kind of blessed, man, that Rodri's injury record is as good as it is, man, because I tell you what, the amount of games he's played, and he plays in a demanding position. His body is very, very taxed right now because he plays in a demanding position. He's running around everywhere. He probably moves one of the most on the pitch from any City player. So we can't continue to play Rodri for 50 odd games every single season. And this season, it's going to be even worse. He's probably going to get closer to 60. He won't get 60, but he'll get close to it. You know, you've got to look at that and go, we need someone who can take the pressure off Rodri.
He's looking at having his most played season, isn't he? Mm-hmm. And then when that's not even counting the fact that he's had a World Cup. Mm-hmm. Like you said, like that's heavy. That is heavy. We're lucky that he can do it. We're genuinely, like you say, we are blessed that Rodri's injury record is what it is, and the fact that his fitness levels must be incredible because the guy can do it week in, week out. Now, obviously, we've got matches every 3 days now, which is even more taxing. So I think City looking at it going, we can't. This is not. There's no longevity in doing this to Rodri. We need to manage this better because if Rodri gets injured, we're in the bin. Yeah, like 100%. If Rodri gets injured right now, I don't think we play Calvin Phillips in that CDM role. I think we just play John Stones in that CDM role. Or Gundogan. I think we'd sooner play Gundogan or John Stones than Calvin Phillips. And that shows a lot for where Calvin Phillips is in this team right now. Whereas if you go and got Declan Rice, you wouldn't have to wait another year for Phillips to settle or to get into it over pre-season. I reckon Declan Rice would just go straight in. I reckon he'd be like, yeah, I trust this, because Declan Rice is a good player, and I think he'd fit in that role well. And I think he could do that double pivot.
I agree. Dr. Footy says, Jude with a side of rice and a cup of sucky. Okay,
bro, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, bro.
It's 11 a.m., bro. Come on, man.
It's 11 a.m.
What are you doing?
What's going on, bro? Bro, his name's different. He's dating Obaid. We'll have to see how Obaid feels about this.
Yeah, great. Phil Foden's in the chat. Big up Phil with the 6 months. Says, reckon I could give Rodri a run for his money, innit?
Run for his money.
There you go from Phil. So yeah, that's it on Rice. Obviously, again, not really any links to Rice, but just Manchester City could make a move for both of these players. Jude Bellingham. I mean, surely Surely it's like literally any day now we're going to get the Bombazzo, bro.
You'd think there's news coming. Obviously, we spoke about Didsbury Dave and the Blue Moon Forum. Shout out Blue Moon Forum, by the way. The video actually did get back to the Blue Moon Forum, and Didsbury Dave even commented on it. He did say that we were taking the piss out of his name, but it's all love, isn't it? We ranked him third, bro, the third best ITK. Yes, Pac-Man just said Johnny cutting kamikaze, bro. Because he said run for him, money. Go on and cover me, sonny. And
you know what's funny?
I didn't know anyone would know that.
You know what's funny, bro? Some guys on there and said that's the first one I've watched since they did the Ronaldo stream, since they said Sue 300 times. Anyway, they deleted that one from the YouTube. Why do people think we deleted the Ronaldo stream, bro?
I don't know. It's still there. People commented on it yesterday.
People always say that. People say, "Oh yeah, you deleted the Ronaldo stream. How embarrassing!" No, we didn't delete the stream.
No, we didn't delete the stream.
It's still there.
If you can go and watch it if you want.
People just assume we deleted it, man. You know what I mean? I don't know why.
I feel like replying and putting the link in and saying, "Bro, if you want to watch it that much, here's the link."
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Called out in my country, sonny. Yes, Pac-Man. Pac-Man knows kamikaze. I love that. I've not heard kamikaze for ages. Me and LB used to listen to it all the time.
Do you know he's a footballer?
Kamikaze is?
Yeah, he plays professional football.
Serious? Who for?
Oh, but it's like a proper team.
He's from Leicester, isn't he?
All right, he plays football for like a proper team. I can't remember who it was, man. I follow him on Instagram, innit? So like, I was expecting to see like loads of rap shit on there, but it's not. He just puts loads of football shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? As if he's a footballer.
That's pretty mad. That. Oh yeah, shit.
Who's he play for?
Oh fuck! I'm not logged in.
Pain.
How pain is that, right? You click on like I've just gone on Kamikaze's Instagram and I click on his thingy, his picture to see what's going on. Oh my god, is that him? Oh my god, I found him. He's called Matthew.
Yeah. Who's he play for?
He plays for Dagenham and Redbridge.
There you go. Proper team, isn't it?
Oh
Oh yeah, that was it, because I watched an interview he did and said he wanted to be in London. Yeah, so for people wondering what we're talking about, we're talking about a rapper in England.
A rapper called Kamikaze, yeah.
But he plays football. I mean, yeah, someone just put, have you seen D-Day? D-Day, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm going to go D-Day.
Yeah, the mystery Prem rapper.
Yeah, I just listened to the tune this morning. It's sick, you know.
I've not actually listened to it properly. My mate Kieran sent it me. I say mate Kieran like you don't know who he is. Yeah, Kieran sent it me and I was like, all right. And he said, who do you think it is? I've seen loads of people like with bare conspiracies. I see people thinking it's Jay Lings. People thinking it's Jesse Lingard. There's people thinking it's Saka. There's loads of people. There's people thinking it's Jadon Sancho. Nketiah, yeah, Didsbury Dave, mate. That's a big one. Didsbury Dave is now just a mainstay in the channel now because someone's changed the name to it. Yeah, pretty mad. Bit of a diversion. As if he played for Dagenham and Redbridge, bro. I can't believe that. Well, he'll be on FIFA, innit?
Yeah. Why do people make things up on the Blue Moon Forum? Pretty sure these guys paid big to get Romano on last year. What? Why do people just make things up, man? So we've deleted a stream. We've not deleted a stream. And we paid big to get Romano on last year. We didn't pay big to get Romano on. So what are you talking about?
Didsbury Dave, mate. If you listen to this stream, you need to fix up that Blue Moon Forum, mate.
Yeah, there's lots of fake news, man. There's lots of fake news.
It's filled with fake news for some reason.
And the Blue Moon Forum just filled with fake news. What's going on, man? But anyway, going back to the Jude Bellingham thing, yeah, we should get some news soon on this one, man. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, it's like 6 weeks to the end of the year, man. We got to be getting news on this. I suppose one thing that you could say is with every day that goes by that we don't hear something on Bellingham, does that tell you that maybe he will stay at Dortmund? Don't know, innit?
That's Joe. My biggest concern with the Bellingham deal is not him going to Liverpool; it's him staying at Dortmund to then go to Liverpool. That's what's in my head. I'm like, that is a big possibility, but at the same time, we do have people like 9320 Blue, like Tolmy, like Didsbury Dave, saying that it's a done deal. Like, I bet they're not sweating like me and you are sweating, bro.
Yeah, according to the bookies, he's still favourite to stay at Dortmund. In terms of a club, Manchester City are now the favourites. quite big favourites actually. But in terms of like what actually is the favourite, the bookies still expect him to stay at Dortmund.
See, Craig party time. In fact, big up Craig, and I did see your comment on the stream yesterday, but I didn't have time to reply. I literally read it whilst I was editing Hugh's vlog. He said nothing is confirmed with Bellingham for a transfer. If Dortmund have a deal in place, they have to announce the deal to the stock exchange. Do you remember that? That was big with the Haaland thing, wasn't it? He said so. No deal's been agreed. It's more likely he'll sign an extension.
Yeah, our deal has been agreed, but it's not been signed.
Yeah, so it could be agreed. Everything could be agreed. It's just not signed yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Which kind of also means it's not
because if they say
writing.
Yeah, because if they say, "Oh, we can't agree it yet," because if we agree it right now in writing, then we have to announce it to the stock exchange or whatever the rule is.
This is what we went through last year with Haaland. Apparently, they didn't want to announce it to the stock exchange because they knew that'd mean other teams will ramp up prices for players that they try and replace that player with. So they were like, apparently, they was like, hold off. Dortmund were like, hold off so they can go and look at replacements first and get deals in place for Haaland replacement mode. And then announce it to the stock exchange just so they don't get roasted on cash. Even though, to be fair, we only signed him £50 million. But
yeah, it's not my fault they're PLC, innit? You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Yeah, well, I just get a shake torn, innit? Like City, innit? You know what I mean? Why not just do that?
Easy.
Yeah. So yeah, cool. We'll have to see what happens on this one. I think the Rice one's quite interesting because if City want Rice, they could probably go and get him. It's just whether or not we actually want to go and pay the cash and what they're going to do with Calvin Phillips.
I think getting Rice and Jude is just it seems weird, isn't it?
A little bit. It does seem a little bit weird, but maybe City want to go ham. Maybe City want to strengthen. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens on that one. But yeah, other than that, nothing really. Pretty quiet in terms of the Jude Bellingham stuff. So. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet like last 2 days. Like obviously quiet from actual like journos. There's noise obviously from like the Blue Moon Farm and things like that. It just depends on how you feel about looking at the Blue Moon Farm for things like that, like looking at Tormes and stuff. Like for me and LB, we do streams on it because we trust these guys, and it like we've spoke about these guys for the past few years, and we can't slate them because they've got things right for us. But it is quiet times at the moment. Maybe the calm before the storm, bro. Maybe that's what it is. I'm hoping it starts to pop off soon.
True, the calm before the storm.
That's what it is, bro.
Remember when we were signing a Kanji like a couple of days before? I was like, something ain't right. It's too quiet. It's too quiet.
Yeah, the Kanji, boom.
Yeah, it just seemed too quiet on the Jude Bellingham thing. And you know what's mad? I find strange about this, is how like. We've had very little City journalists reporting Jude Bellingham stuff. Very little.
Yeah, that's another thing that stinks. There's been no Martin Blackburns. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's been nothing, bro. There's been nothing. There's been nothing to properly like from our journals gas City fans. There's been nothing from that side. Maybe City being clever like that though and saying to the like the close journals to City saying like, look, we don't want to report anything on this Bellingham deal.
Yeah, true. Why though?
Maybe they don't want them to get people's hopes up in it and then it go in the bin. But then,
so maybe they're not confident.
But then we are hearing that they are confident. So and City are always confident in it.
Yeah.
I mean, we thought we were signing Harry Kane for a year, which I'm glad we didn't.
Well, there you go, people. We'll be back a little bit later on for the press conference. It's going to be a big one, obviously. FA Cup semi-final tomorrow. Sheffield United. It's going to be a big game. Typically, we perform poorly in these games because, of course, we've just played a Champions League game. Pep Guardiola has already said after the match against Bayern Munich that he'll probably have to heavily rotate. So it could be a tricky game tomorrow. Just got to hope that we go out there and do the job and get the win and not fuck it up. If you've not already seen, Hugh did a vlog, a match day vlog. So if you've not already seen it, go and check out. Yeah, go and check out the match day vlog if you've not seen it. It's really good laugh, and you guys can see obviously what Hugh goes through when he's going on an away day in the Champions League. Extra Club members, just quickly, Extra Club members, we've got an opposition fan view coming out for the Sheffield United game tomorrow. So that'll be up. Probably after this, I'll probably put it out to members after this, so make sure you go check that out as well.
Is that going public to people as well?
That'll go public to people tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow? Oh, okay.
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
People saying Arsenal watch long. Oh, I understand what you're saying now. People saying Arsenal watch long. I was sat going, bro, we've not played Sheffield United yet. Like, why are you crying about the Arsenal watch long? Yeah, Arsenal play Southampton tonight. I forgot about that. I'm not showing it. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out a bit. Right, I appreciate everyone. Big up in it. Go check out Hugh's vlog. It's actually really, really funny. Like, it's genuinely funny. And also, I've seen a lot of people saying that they don't get to go to Champions League games. They don't know what the experience is like, and that gives you like an insight onto it.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up, people. We'll catch you in the next one. See you in a bit.
Yep, see you in a bit.